Hey Leo, welcome to Queen Airbender Tarot. Today we are going to do your beginning of October general love reading. Now keep in mind these are general readings, which means they cannot possibly apply to every single person that's watching. But if you would like a personal reading, all of the information will be left in the description box below. In case you're new to the channel, welcome. Come on in. And in case you're returning, thank you for joining me again today. And I hope that everyone is doing well. So when I was meditating over you guys' energy, the song that I heard was Take a Message by Remy Shand. I will leave the link to that song in the description box below so you can listen to it following the reading if you so choose to. In your pre-shuffle, you had very strong, you had like a lot of major arcana energy, so it's going to be some big shifts and big changes for a lot of you all. You had Hermit, major arcana for Virgo. You had the Chariot, major arcana for Cancer. You had the Emperor, major arcana for Aries, and then you also had the Death card, major arcana for Scorpio. So you could be dealing with individuals of those signs, or it could be a time frame, but more so than anything, I'm picking up the signs specifically. And it doesn't have to just be those signs because that's just your overlying energy. But once we get into your reading, then, you know, we'll get more information as we go along, and possibly different signs will pop up as well, okay? So the overall message that I got is for some of you all, somebody is leaving their, literally, just like the name of the song, Take a Message, somebody's leaving all their emotionally dumping. They're going to leave like some type of text message, some type of voicemail. And I feel like you are not in connection with this person. I strongly feel like that's the case because you did have a death card. So it's somebody that you possibly had an ending with. But I just feel like overall this person, and I have to say this, I have to put this out here, I have to remind you guys, we are currently in Mercury retrograde, okay? It started September 27th and it ends October 17th, okay? So a lot of you all are, you know, getting ready to have people from your past reach out to you because typical thing with Mercury retrograde. And whether or not you want to talk to this person, again, you have free will, you have that decision. I feel like somebody is going to be like emotional word vomit. You know, like I said, either a text message, voicemail, and I'm not saying I'm not hearing phone call because I feel like for a lot of you all, you're not even answering this person's messages, and this is why they're all of a sudden like, okay, they're dumping because they can't get in touch with you. I'm also picking up for a lot of y'all, you have already moved on to something else, something new, something better, or you're just starting to date, you know, and because I'm not picking up a very serious energy. Nonetheless, I feel like this person may be watching you on fake profiles or something like that, and then they're seeing that you have moved on. And this is now all of a sudden they realize like, oh, I got to go back and get my Leo before this person moves away and it is completely unreachable. And, you know, it's all done. It's done and over with. So that's what I'm getting right there with that energy, okay? So let's see what we get for you guys today. We're going to change the card at the top and the bottom. And as always, there are absolutely no reversals in either one of these decks. So if we get any reversals, I will read it as such, okay? So now currently at the bottom of the deck, you have the Four of Swords. Absolutely. Like I said, I don't feel like you're talking to this person, okay? Because I always tell you guys, sword up is yes, sword down is no. And swords talks about communication and mental. Again, with the swords being down, it seems like a lot of you all are not talking to this person at the moment. Okay, you're keeping to yourself. You're being distant from this individual. And I feel like this is triggering this individual to really, really push to reach out to you. Also, if you haven't heard from this person yet, in the next 4 days, this person could possibly come in and try to connect with you. Okay. And like I said, I don't feel like a lot of you all are going to answer the phone call or answer the message. So this person is basically going to be talking to themselves in your voicemail, in your inbox, something to that nature. But I knew it had something to do with communication. You can also be dealing with an air sign, a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. But more than anything, I'm taking this as something involving communication. Okay. So we're going to shuffle the deck upright a couple of times until we get your major arcana, which will be the Sun card. We will get the card that comes before and the card that comes after, and then we'll get clarifiers for both, okay? So let's part the deck just randomly. So for some of you all, you already know this person is coming in, okay? Like you can sense it. You can just feel that this person is on their way in. Also, if you've been thinking about somebody a lot, it's because they've been thinking about you. And I do feel like this person is going to reach out, okay? You could be dealing with someone who is a Pisces or Virgo sun sign. And the High Priestess is, yeah, see, and I said take a message is a song that I heard. If you notice right here, she has a book in front of her that has information, that has communication of sorts, some type of dialogue. And if you look right here, at the tip of her key is a heart, and at the base of the key is a heart. So this is going to be love-based, you know, something involving something of emotional. The communication is emotional. Because even if you look at her face right here, it's like this decoration around her eyes almost looks like tears. So this person is, I feel like this person is very regretful. And also, they both, if you really look at this energy, they both are in deep meditation. You see that? So this person they're really thinking about how they're going to approach you. And I do feel like there's fear there because if you notice it, both of their eyes are closed. So this person is not sure how they're going to approach you, but nonetheless, I feel like this individual is going to approach you. I'm going to say again, for some of y'all, it's definitely going to be within the next 4 days. Okay. So let's go ahead and shuffle a couple times until we get the major arcana, the Sun. I told you guys I seen the Emperor. You have the Emperor again. For some of you all, it's definitely an Aries, or you could have had a separation from this person in Aries season. Wow. Just seeing the Magician. Major arcana for Gemini, also Virgo. And at the bottom of the deck, now you have the Hangman, another major arcana. Didn't I tell you in the beginning, you guys got a lot of major arcana. So I feel like this was a major heartbreak for you. Or it's going to be a major changing point in this situation with you and this individual, okay? This person has never moved on from you, or you've never moved on from them. Because you have the Hangman, someone who's stuck in limbo, still hanging on to a situation, even though it is I'm hearing an inconvenience. Like this relationship, this situation was a big inconvenience, especially when it comes to matters of the heart, okay? I'm hearing one more shuffle. Yep, they're coming in. Look here. The name of the song is Take a Message. You have the 8 of Wands, okay? 8 of Wands talks about fast-moving communication that's coming out of the blue, unexpected. This card typically looks like, you know, Cupid's arrow. You see how he's sent it. Man, don't be surprised. For some of you all, this person may be coming in the next 4 days. For others, it could be 8 days. But don't be surprised if this person just texts you back to back to back to back to back, like just multiple texts nonstop. You know, somebody's coming in because they have never gotten over you. Because if you look at the Hangman, he's looking right in the direction of the 8 of Wands, okay? So one more shuffle. Just seeing the Devil. Some of you guys could be dealing with a Capricorn. And then you have the King of Pentacles. Again, I'm going to say, first of all, every king and queen, they are partnered for life. They don't come in a situation expecting the situationship, something short-lived, something fleeting. They come in here looking for something stable and secure long-term, because Pentacles talks about stability, setting foundations, putting down the groundwork, and continuously building. And I have the King of Pentacles here. It gives me the energy that, first, you could be dealing with a Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus individual. But secondly, this is someone who is now all of a sudden ready to set roots, and they're ready to do something and be stable. They want something long-term. May even talk to you about possibly, you know, being married or engaged. Or it's also, the way I'm looking at this is also the way he's holding on to that pentacle is this person's very territorial of you also. You know, so I'm picking that energy up as well, okay? So let's go ahead and go through the deck. Yeah, this is I told you, this is somebody you got history with. You got the 6 of Cups right here, okay? So, which means, you know, it's soulmates, people that you have history with. There's some type of attachment to this person. You guys could definitely be soulmates. Could be karmic because you do have the Devil right here. This is a soulmate card, and this talks, when this is talking about soulmates, it's typically something very karmic. There could have been a very toxic relationship in the past. Also, again, this relates to the energy of Capricorn. So this person, something can shift between you and this individual in Capricorn season, which starts in December, ends in January. So let's go ahead and go through the deck. Yeah, look at that. And this is power. I'm telling you, guys are getting a lot of major arcana. So you have your major arcana, Strength card, and then right behind that, okay, you have major arcana, Justice, Libra. Let's see what's right behind here. I'm telling you, somebody has not let go of you. 4 of Pentacles, holding on for dear life. Look at this energy. This, I'm telling you, for some of you all, this person's going to be coming in saying that they want marriage. They don't, I feel like they feel like they have to hurry up and do something before they are no longer having access to you, is what I'm getting. This person wants to come back, and I really feel like they're going to be very strongly talking about marriage. For some of you all, this is going to be confusing because it's just going to feel like you don't know what to do, especially if it was a toxic relationship. It's going to be some energy where you feel like, I don't know if I should do this, okay? Now, look, we've gotten halfway through the deck. So, again, typically when I see stuff like this and we're halfway through the deck, this is somebody that you had a little bit of a distance with. Like, you guys could have been broken up almost up to a year. But it could be a couple months for some of you all is what I'm getting also, okay? So, you have the 7 of Pentacles. And you see how I picked it up and it's in reverse, but none of the cards are in reverse. Wow. Ooh, yeah. Okay. So you got the 7 of Pentacles, you got the 7 of Swords, and then right behind it, you have the 4 of Wands. Didn't I say for some of y'all, this person's going to be talking about marriage. 4 of Wands talks about marriage and commitment. Now, here's the thing. If you're not into the same sex, you have 2 women here, which means this person put you, ooh, see, and then look do you see that? And I didn't even see this behind it. So this is just a message, okay? This person doesn't want to see you with somebody else, okay? You see that? So these are your cards, because we want the card in the front and the card in the back. You got this King of Cups, and you have this 7 of Pentacles, and you see how they're facing each other? This person doesn't want to see you move on. because this is the card that showed itself. And I know it's some type of deception. They don't get, I can't make this up. Look at this. They don't want to see you move on. You got the World card, travel, distance, moving, going into a different cycle. Look at these cards together. Seven of Swords is liar, cheater, manipulator, sneak, conniver, some type of deception. One foot in one door, one foot out the other. So this person is possibly even still dealing with somebody else, or, okay, they left you or chose someone over you, but now that they see that you're moving on, they're trying to stop that. They're trying to stop your happiness. They're trying to block you in some way, is what I'm getting for sure. Because they know, they see that you're getting ready to move on to something else that looks like it has some type of longevity to it. Because again, that's a king, which means this person is looking for a life partner, not something short-lived. Also, you could have some hesitancy as well. And if you think about it, the last card that we had before I started going through the cards, you had the King of Pentacles, okay? So definitely some of you guys could be dealing with a Earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. But also, like I said, because you did have the major arcana, the Devil, Capricorn energy, something could be going on in Capricorn season. So I'm going to say again, for a lot of you all, and this is a little bit further down the line, right? Because we're talking about December, January. But it looks like some of you all, again, are going to have to really think and make a decision about what you're going to do. Because if you see right here, you have the Seven of Pentacles. And the Seven of Pentacles is, she's not moving away from the situation, but she's also not picking those pentacles either. Her basket is completely empty. There's nothing stopping her from picking those pentacles. But I feel like what I'm getting is there's a feeling. Because keep in mind, King of Cups, that's the feelings. That's feelings, emotions. And she's looking right at this sun. You see how she's looking directly at the sun? The sun talks about, you know, it shines a light on a situation. It illuminates something that was hidden, something that was not exposed, where there wasn't clarity. And I feel like she's realizing, like, you know what? This person is emotionally deceptive. And then also she's realizing, she or he, however this applies to you, somebody's realizing that their emotions was wrapped up into someone who was not able to give them exactly what they wanted. And that's why you have this pentacle on the ground, because somebody is going to decide to let this die out. If you really look at this also, you see how right up under the tree, the grass is green, but when it gets close to her and around her feet, it's brown and dead. So somebody's realizing this situation is dead and done. But I still feel like there's emotions tied to the situation. And again, I'm going to say this person realizes, yeah, because I'm getting this message also. This person is realizing that you're moving on, or sees, because somebody's watching you. I'm seeing the Page of Swords. That's the I Spy, the lurker. This person is realizing that, you know, you are moving on, and they're fearful that you're going to move on completely where they have no access to you. And so this person wants to reach out to you, and they're going to be telling you how much they love you and want to be back with you and things like that. And some of you all are hesitant because you're realizing you have feelings for this person still possibly, but then something is getting your attention. It's like your antennas are up, like something about it doesn't feel right. Because again, Cups is emotions and feelings. Something doesn't feel right about this situation. And then to get the Seven of Swords, which we just seen, yeah, it's like they're doing it out of ego versus like actual true love. They just want to have that access to you. Again, going back to the Capricorn energy with the Devil. They just want to, it's something toxic. This person's toxic is what I'm getting, you know. Bottom of the deck, Queen of Cups, absolutely. You got the King of Cups and the Queen of Cups. This person sees that there's a possibility that you are completely done and they will no longer have access to you is what I'm getting, okay? So let's part the deck so we can shuffle, absolutely. So a lot of you all, you had a lot of sevens. You had 7, 7, 7. So you just had the Seven of Pentacles. We just seen the Seven of Swords, and then you got the Seven of Wands. So for some of you all, this is a blessing in disguise. This breakup, this past situation is a blessing in disguise, because this person wasn't on the same page as you. And for a lot of you all, you're going to be blocking this individual, like literally blocking them on your phone, social media. I feel like for some of you all, you already have this person blocked because you are Wands, right? Leo, Sag, Aries. I feel like you already have this person blocked, and this is why they're only able to reach out to you or connect with you via voicemail. Because you know how if you block someone on your phone, the phone won't ring, but if they leave a voicemail, it'll go to the voicemail. And again, this is taking me back to the song that I heard, Take a Message. It's like they don't have a choice but to leave a message because you blocked them on everything for a lot of you all, okay? And also with these sevens, some of you all specifically could be July Leos that I'm talking to. Doesn't just have to be. It could be for all Leos, but I'm just saying you had 7, 7, 7. Also with the 7, 7, 7, I feel like this new person is going to be exactly what you, it's like you hit the jackpot with this new person. So let's go ahead and get a clarifier for the Seven of Pentacles as well as the King of Cups for For Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Yeah, this person was not even marriage material and you knew it. You got the High Priestess. She knows all, she sees all, she feels things, she can sense that something is off, okay? You or your love interests or this ex-person's first, middle, or last initial could be B, T, J, C, U, G, or W. Again, B, T, J, C, U, G, or W, okay? And you know, to have the Four of Wands in reverse, that's the opposite. That's not, you know, this is the marriage card. These are twin flames, soulmates, life partners. This is celebrations of unions. You have it in reverse. So this person is, they don't mean well. So if you could sense it or if you questioned it, yeah, this person is juggling. They don't mean well. They just don't want you to move on. They want to continuously have access to you. Bottom of the deck, absolutely. A lot of you all have released this situation. 10 of Wands, releasing a heavy burden. This is Wands. This is your energy. A lot of you all are done, okay? So let's get a clarifier for the 7 of Pentacles. I thought something almost flipped out for us. Clarifier for the 7 of Pentacles. For Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus individuals. And make sure you pay. Okay, absolutely. You got the 10 of Cups in reverse. So a lot of you all, you may have a child or children with this individual, but you realize, I won't say early on, because if you had children with this individual, is, you know, you had a plan to build and grow with this individual, but then you realize that it wasn't worth it. Because keep in mind, Pentacles hold value. So a lot of you all feel like it's not worth it. It's not worth it to reach out to them. It's not worth it to respond to them. It's not worth it to try to, you know, build this family unit again. But for some of you, I feel like for a moment, you may think about it, especially if you have children with this person, you may think about it for a moment, but overall, I feel like a lot of you all will be like, nah, it's a no for me, okay? Bottom of the deck, absolutely. Woo, Justice card in reverse. The opposite of justice is injustice. This person did not treat you fairly. They were not forthright with you. And also, again, if this person is promising marriage with this, I always tell you guys, sword up, yes, sword down. No, that sword is down. This person does not truly intend to marry you, or they're saying things that's not truthful, because justice talks about the truth, discovering the truth. You know, this person is not being truthful. Overall is the message. They just don't want to see you move on. They don't want to see you move on, okay? Let's get a clarifier for the King of Cups. For Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus individuals. Yeah, this person is a shady individual. And everything that they're doing is based off of motive. They have some motive, okay? You see how that landed on my hand? Yeah, I told you. They're not offering shit. You got the Page of Pentacles. A page is someone who's coming in with, pages are new starts, or something brand new coming in, and Pentacles hold value. So this person is, you know, this is somebody who's offering something. You see how he's like offering up this pentacle, and it is small anyway, so they're not offering much. But then have it in reverse, they're not even offering you shit. Why would you deal with a page when you got a king or a queen? And then if you notice this in reverse, he's facing his direction. So I'm gonna say again, somebody sees that you've moved on, and now they want to come in acting like they're going to give you exactly what you deserved and wanted in the first place, but it's not true. It's a falsehood to this. I'm going to tell you that right now. It's a falsehood. Keep in mind, both of your cards, both of your clarifiers are in reverse. So look at that. And even upright, as I'm holding it up, look at that. He's facing the 10 of Pentacles in reverse. This person is not really going to offer much of anything. Nothing about this situation or this individual has changed. Nothing is what I'm getting there. Okay? So Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus individuals, as always, I'm going to ask that you continue to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, take care. Bye.